Now, if we go to more the business side of pig production, what do you think are the high points there? Why do we see many producers once in a while, going bankrupt? What are some important steps to try to minimize the risk of bankruptcy as well?
Well, Grandpa taught there's two basic ways to be successful in agriculture. Number one, cost containment. We're in a commodity business when you're at the farm side, so you need to know your costs and you need to know them in real time. So with good software now and even good apps, you can know exactly what your cost of production is at the sow farm level. You can know it at the wean to finish level. You can know exactly. So good business means you just need to have a good understanding of cost control, but then at the same time, added to that, see, Grandpa really didn't worry about his balance sheet so much because land was his biggest asset. The pigs helped pay for the land, and then when he retired, he had some land he could sell and go into town. Well, today it's much more complicated than that, right? You need to understand not only your P&L sheet, but you need to understand your balance sheet. You need to understand how you're deploying capital. You need to understand that if you're in agriculture, gosh, maybe you should diversify a little bit. Maybe it should be more than just land and pigs. Maybe it should be land, pigs, and now again, fill in the blank. But at least understand not only the cost containment, but add to that, you need to understand your balance sheet, which then leads to the second thing Grandpa always taught. He said, well, listen, you have to make it through the bad times. Or another way to say it, when the sun is shining, that's when you make hay, right? You make hay or to say it another way, if you're going to get hit by the luck truck, you better be out in the street. Mm-hmm. Right? So if you're going to hit the high pig markets, whenever they do come, well, then you need to make sure you've got some pigs for sale. So risk management, right, is a very, that Grandpa didn't worry that much about risk management because we have millions of dollars now that's at stake. You need to have the appropriate risk management. So there's a number of important points there, right? Cost containment, understanding your costs, balance sheet management, in addition to just making sure that you've got, some risk deployment, that you make sure that when the good times come, make sure you're there to celebrate the good times, meaning that you need to get through the bad times. You need to get through a 2008. You need to get through a 1998. You need to get through a COVID crisis, right? Where you literally can't deliver your pigs to a packing plant. Well, you have to have, the pig business is not an easy business. It's a very complicated, it's simple, right? You breed the sow or gilt and she farrows in 113 throughout 3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days later. And then, about 6 months later, they're at market weight. That's simple. It's the complexity of the relationships in the business now that make this a very high risk business around the world.